Hey guys, I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Duke.
And we are the Powerful Rescue. Today we're going to talk to you about the 5 major reasons you should crate train your dog.
Point number 1, it keeps your dog safe. We can speak from personal experience.
Yep.
Steph has had a dog chew through drywall.
Yep, my first adult dog, I left to go to the grocery store for 20 minutes, and when I came back, he had chewed a hole through my wall and required stomach pumping, which cost around $2,500 at the emergency vet.
Yep. I crate trained my dog right off the bat because I'm responsible.
So essentially, it's keeping your dog safe from itself, from getting into things while it's bored, and costing you an arm and a leg at an emergency room.
Mm-hmm. Point number 2, creating boundaries. This is a really big one so your dog doesn't develop separation anxiety.
Whether it's creating boundaries because you are planning on having a baby or you're taking work calls, it's going to allow you to create space between you and your dog without the animal having separation anxiety in the future.
Especially if you're living in an apartment complex or you have nosy neighbors or neighbors who might not be as forgiving towards a barking dog. It's giving your dog some comfort so they understand what goes on when you leave the home.
Point number 3, which a lot of people don't think about. What happens if you go away on a trip? You're traveling, you need to board your dog somewhere. Having your dog crate trained allows for a smoother transition going to a boarding facility, or if there's an emergency and you have to put the dog in the crate to travel, it just makes the whole situation a lot easier on the animal in the future.
I mean, even if it's, doggy daycare, if you're somebody that works a 9 to 5, and you take your dog doggy daycare to play around for a little bit, they're not doing that for 8 straight hours. At some point, they're going to go take a break.
Right.
Even if it's to eat dinner or something like that. And if they're not used to being in a crate, if they don't feel good about it, that could really stress them out, especially being in a loud facility. Right. So start in your home where it's quiet, they understand what's going on, and that crate is now a nice place to decompress.
Point number 4, if your dog ever has an injury or needs surgery, that's already stressful in itself. Having to then place a dog in a crate after an injury or surgery can be that much more stressful. Yeah. So if your dog's already crate trained, post-surgery, it's a great place to heal and decompress in and have their quiet time. If you try to crate train a dog after surgery or an injury, it's going to be a disaster. So obviously, crate training a dog prior to surgery or an injury and having that space for them to heal in is going to be very important.
Yeah. At that point, you're just adding another variable. Right. So you're trying to add crate training on top of recovering from surgery. And especially if you have another resident dog or you have kids or you have people over constantly.
Yeah.
That dog needs to rest. They need a safe place to go. So if your dog's already crate trained, they know the drill. They're going to go in there and they want to relax.
So there's a number of reasons why you should crate train your dog, but we'll just leave it at 5. So point number 5 is it does create a safe haven if your dog is anxious, especially with storms or loud noises. There's a few dogs here in our rescue that unfortunately, when we have thunderstorms or it's a holiday and there's fireworks going on, they are really stressed out. And we do have to use high impact crates. There are some dogs that aren't bothered by loud noises, but if you are going to be, especially away at work or again on a vacation, and there's going to be loud noises throughout the day, the crate is a safe haven. The crate does provide security for the dog to feel safe. Yeah. Typically, a dog that is stressed out with loud noises is trying to go to a small confined area to feel safe and hide. And the crate provides that type of security for the dog.
Yeah. The biggest and busiest day for shelters across the United States is
4th of July. The 4th of July weekend.
The most dogs get out. It is the most dogs that go into a shelter on any given day. And then it's also the most dogs that are reclaimed. That's because so many dogs get out with fireworks.
Right. And it's in a panic. A lot of dogs get injured, they get impaled by fences.
There's been some really, really bad
dogs will break through windows and cut themselves because they're so stressed out from the sound of fireworks. Just think about how amplified that sound is for an animal. Not just dogs. I mean, where we live, we have livestock and the animals get really stressed out as well. So having your dog crate trained during it just in general, but especially during that time where they can go and they are safe.
Also, if you do have a dog that is stressed out around the holidays or with storms, there's a few big things. One is talk to your vet early, please. CBD is great, but if you have a high stress dog, in our personal experience, CBD is not going to keep your dog down enough. It's not going to calm them down enough during a storm to keep them safe.
It's something you have to do, weeks on end to get your dog to a place where it's calm.
Right.
So if you're doing it for a storm or a holiday, giving your dog CBD a few hours prior may not do the trick.
Yeah. We would definitely recommend talking to your vet about medication, especially if it's just for that one day.
Yeah.
It's going to be safer for your dog. Another big one is high impact crates. We have dogs that even while medicated, and not necessarily your everyday dogs, I would say dogs that kind of have come from a little bit more of a rough background, but that we have pulled from the shelter, or new dogs out of the shelter around the 4th of July or around major holidays or with storms, that will chew through wire crates, that will break out and do anything they can. High impact crates are going to keep them safe. And it's going to save you money on dental surgery.
Yeah. We've had a few dogs break their teeth on wire crates. So learn through our mistakes.
Yeah. And everyone makes them, but
we're not perfect.
Talk to your vet. Consider a high impact crate if you have a high stress dog. But most importantly, crate train your dog.
So again, there's a number of reasons why you should be crate training your dog, but those are the 5 major points that we wanted to share with you guys that we have noticed, whether it be in our rescue or adopters, things that we implement with our fosters, and why it's so important to crate train your dog.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Anything else you guys want to see, comment below.
Nothing?
No, that's it. We're good.
Okay. The first reason why you should... Why am I talking like this?
Point number 1, it keeps your dog safe.
That's it.
That's it.
Done.
I thought you were going to jump in. Where's my notes? I don't see my notes. What are you doing? Point number 2. I forgot point number 2.
Oh my God, our brains stopped
Hold
working.
On. Sorry, I need caffeine. All right, let's roll. We're hot.
Point number 4. You okay?
Yeah.
What are you holding?
No, just because I remember the surgery.
Okay, just stop it.